Hello everyone. So today I'm going to show you how to add these two new parametric cells to my personal tab up here. So previously I showed you how to add some customization to make these things convenient. Now I'm going to add a little bit more to that. So if I customize the ribbon just by right clicking, and notice I'm in my personal DGN lib. If I come down to drawing, workflow, here's my tab, here's my buttons, and under there was the coordinate system and drawing scale. I imported that, but now I'm going to make a brand new custom button for placing a cell. So I'm going to come in here and create a new group. Call it maybe parametric cells. And underneath the new group, I'm going to add a new button. I'll call this one north arrow. And I'm my key in. So we went through these yesterday, or the last couple, uh, in the last couple videos on how to get these key-ins, and the one I want for the north arrow is I'm going to attach to the library my cell. So I'm just going to copy that text and paste it into the key-in area. Then I'm going to put a semicolon to say complete that command, and then I'm going to place parametric cell north arrow. I'm going to copy that text and paste it in here. Now what else I can do is I can give it an icon so that it makes it look a little better. So I'm just going to come in and pick something. And if I hit the tools, if I look through these icons, these are by default. There's a way to customize it, but that's a little bit more difficult to do. But I'm just going to grab here a arrow that's pointing up. That looks good, and I'm going to set the size of my button to be large. That way it'll be there. And for now I'm just going to let the visibility always apply, or always be visible. There we go. Now I have a north arrow button. I'm going to give that a try and test it. Oops, that's not the north arrow. So what did I do wrong here? Come back in, parametric cells, north arrow, parametric cell, north arrow. Do I have to do the active cell? Let's try that again. Maybe I just got to put a semicolon at the end. Nope, still not getting the right one. Let's see. Let's test the rest of this. So let's bring up my cell list again. Close that thing. Or I want to see my cell library. Let's detach it. Now let's come back to my tab. Let's push the button again. It attaches correctly, but it's not placing an active cell, or it's not setting the active cell correctly. So maybe I need to do a few things here. I can't just do place parametric cell. What happens if I do this? At the beginning, I'm going to put AC equals semicolon. That'll clear out anything that's in there. And I'm going to grab my key-in browser, and I'm just going to paste that whole thing in there and see what that does. See, it doesn't pick up the north arrow. Place parametric cell, north arrow. That one's not working. Active cell, north arrow. That one's working. So if I set the active cell first, then it seems to work. So let's detach this again, and we'll do AC equals north arrow, semicolon, place parametric cell north arrow. Let's see if that will load everything and start it. That one seemed to work. So let's start fresh here. We go copy. Let's paste this. This might have extra stuff in it that doesn't really need to be there. But let's hit apply. Let's detach that. And now try pushing that button and see what we get. Ah, now it's working. So I get my north arrow, I get my variations, everything's in there. And to do a true test on this thing, let's come over here and do a file close. Let's do a new file and replace the file that I'm working with a brand new version of it. And now if I come in and push my button, it's working well. Okay, so now that I have a north arrow, I guess the next thing that I can add is customize my personal ribbon. Come into drawing my tab, parametric cells, do a new button, and this one's going to be bar scale. I would imagine most of this is going to be the same, so it's going to be, I bet you we probably don't need this first one up here. And we're going to attach it, but we're going to put in the parametric bar scales, which is this one, so Control C. I want set AC equals to parametric bar scale and place parametric cell parametric bar scale. And I'm going to get rid of the AC at the beginning. And let's see what happens when I run that. Parametric bar scales is running. So it looks like that's probably a good key-in situation. So apparently attach the cell library, then attach the set the active cell, and then place parametric cell, and then tell it which one we're placing. So I'm going to copy that text. I'm going to paste that into my key-in, and I'm going to pick another button or an image or an icon. Bar scale, I'm not sure what I'm going to use for that. Let's just see if there's something we can pick out of here that's fairly decent. Maybe in a future video, if I get time, I'll show you how to create a button. But I got to figure out how to do that first. So for now, I am just going to pick something that looks like a rectangle. How about if I just put this one? And I want a large icon here too. Hit apply. Close that. Now I got parametric cell. Let's test it. Looks like it's placing it. So it placed it. So now I'm going to close out of that, and I'm going to go back and test my buttons one more time, this time with a fresh copy of a new file. Replace that file with a new version. And if I place the north arrow, it works. I place the bar scale, it works. Alright, looks like that's a way to handle that. Talk to you again later. Bye.